Once upon a time, deep in the heart of the forest, there lived a werewolf in a huge palace. The werewolf lived far away from everyone else, fearing that people would harm him. Years ago, he had been cursed by a wicked witch, turning him into a creature covered in wolf fur, but in the form of a man, not just during the full moon, but all the time. The only way for the werewolf to return to his old self was for a girl to truly fall in love with him and marry him. Though this saddened him, he didn't want to frighten people, so he never left his palace. He knew he would remain a werewolf until the end of his days. One day, as he ventured outside his palace, the werewolf spotted a young girl. Instantly falling in love with her, he rushed back into his palace before she could see him. The girl, however, decided to explore the palace she had seen while wandering around. Despite hearing stories about the palace's enchantments from her elders, her curiosity got the better of her, and she entered the palace. Though she knew she should stay away from the palace, the young girl couldn't resist her curiosity. She roamed through every room, but, to her surprise, she didn't encounter the evil monster she'd heard about in the stories. As she was about to leave, the creature accidentally knocked over a vase. Startled, the girl looked around and, in the midst of her search, saw the creature, causing her to scream in terror. Frightened that he had scared her, the creature decided he needed to reveal himself to calm her down. The girl, now filled with fear, continued to explore the room, wondering where the voice was coming from. Just as the creature was about to hide somewhere else, the girl saw him and let out a scream. Realizing he had frightened her, the creature felt sorry and knew he had no choice but to calm her down. Forcing the girl into a chair, the creature began to explain everything to her. Although the girl was bewildered by what she was hearing, she couldn't shake off her fear. She realized that her curiosity had led her into a precarious situation. With no other option, the creature reluctantly confessed that he couldn't let her leave because, if she did, the villagers would come and try to harm him. Left with no other choice, the creature locked the girl in the cellar. He knew that he couldn't bear to do it, but he had no other option. In the end, it was a matter of life and death. They spent months and even years living like this together. After a while, the girl's father and the villagers who had been searching for her decided to storm the palace with torches in hand. They caught the creature off guard, and with the girl's help, they managed to convince the crowd not to harm the creature. The father shared their story, explaining that they were good friends, and the villagers, though displeased, left the palace. The creature, grateful that the girl had saved him, finally revealed everything to her father and asked for her hand in marriage. Her father, though deeply saddened by the situation, agreed to the marriage, not wanting to upset his daughter. On the night of their wedding, the curse placed by the wicked witch was broken, and the creature turned back into a human being.